Who wants to guest on Kevin's cooking video? No one? Hopefully some people are coming in. Oh, so here's a funny thing that happened to me, cooking show audience. I was making myself, actually more curry, for lunch a couple days ago. And I started making it, and I had all the vegetables cut up, and I was sauteing them, and then I was like, alright, I'm just gonna, like, improvise with some spices and coconut milk. And I had thought that we had a couple cans of coconut milk on the shelf that were common for people to use, but we really didn't have them. So I ended up instead using this thing in a can that said palm nut cream concentrate. And it had a picture on the can of what I can only assume was like a bunch of palm nuts. And it said that it was the product of Ghana. And it said that to use it I should just like mix it with 1 part water and then add native fish to taste. So it sounded kind of like, you know, a curry sort of thing. And, you know, I could just like add spices to it and blah, blah, blah. So it was like, whatever. And I went ahead and reconstituted it as per the instructions on the can. And, like, I was stirring it and making it, and Christine comes in, and she's like, what are you making, Emily? And I explained to her, and I was like, yeah, I found this thing on the shelf, and I am going to use it, like, it's been around forever, and I wonder where it came from. And she looks at me, and she's like, oh, yeah, I found that. And I was like, oh, like, where? Like, did you go to a specialty store? And she was like, no. I was with Remigio, and we found it in a dumpster.
Was that your first experience eating dumpster food?
No. The first time I came to this house before I even lived here, they served me half of a dumpster cake, and I still live here.
Wow. That was a weird burp.
I didn't know that people could make that noise. This is what we got going on now. We're just sauteing some pureed tomatoes. Can you see this? There we go. With onions and garlic and ginger paste.
Just in case you're wondering, since this is a cooking vid.
Ostensibly. It's more of like an oral history of the co-op.
A Woman Cleaning Lentils. Comes from Turkey, and it's written by the Armenian art. Well, I need to like clear my sinuses. I have to, before I can recite poetry, I need to clear my sinuses. It says, a lentil, a lentil, a lentil, a stone. A lentil, a lentil, a lentil, a stone. A green one, a black one, a green one, a black, a stone. A lentil, a stone. A lentil, a word. Suddenly a word, a lentil. A lentil, a word next to another word, a sentence. A word, a nonsense speech. Then an old song, then an old dream. A life, another life, a hard life, a lentil, a life. An easy life, a hard life. Why easy? Why hard? Lives next to each other, a life, a word, a lentil. A green one, a black one. A green one, a black one. Pain. A green song, a green lentil. A black one, a stone. A lentil, a stone, a stone, a lentil. In this chapter, I tackle legumes alphabetically, starting with azuki beans. You will also find a photograph of all the beans used in this book. There's a color section. That's kind of racist.
Faith, I need you to make an expression like you're shocked.
She's not faking it.
How many of you are going to be eating meat?
I like meat!
When I get a new, like, real camera, this will be so much easier, because then I can just go around and shove it in everybody's face. Who's feeling really brave? We'll do a slutty reaction shot of you.
You can't, like, shove your thing in people's faces demanding reaction.
Pretend like you're having an orgasm.
No.
Some people maybe want to be Attorney General when they grow up, Kevin.
So you can have videos of YouTube with, like, guys pouring yogurt on your face being like, take it, bitch!
It's a reaction to something.
That's not degrading to women.
If Jenny still lived here, she'd do it.
Darling.
But luckily, before she died, she was able to save the world from a terrorist attack.
So unfunny! Cool.
No, it's not B-roll. It's double D-roll.
Oh my god. Yeah, feeling like it's like a hospital.
Scott.
You
Should
should
I get a
know
spoon?
that they produce more, like, feces.
Like have them on, like maybe in the foyer, like right, like
The foyer.
yeah. Like what's so bad about that?
About someone seeing my poo. That's not necessarily for what you just said, but just in general. I might need that in the future for the double D roll.
Oh, God. It's so bad.
This looks delicious.
Are you being sarcastic?
Yeah, I am. I'm being ironic.
It's rain on your wedding day, Kevin.
That's not irony.
It's the good advice that you just didn't take.
It's like 10,000 spoons and all you need is a knife.
Like meeting the man of your dreams and meeting his beautiful wife. I know how
He
this
waited
is.
his whole damn life just to take that flight. And as the plane crashed down, he thought, well, isn't this nice? And isn't it ironic?
Don't you
No.
think?
I don't think. She ruined, like, an entire generation of, like, they made the movie Teaching Mrs. Tingle because of that song.
I've never heard of that movie.
You ever Teaching Mrs. Tingle is an hour-and-a-half long movie dedicated to, like, explaining to Katie Holmes, like, what irony is.
Just fatigue.
Oh my god.
I'm so underwhelmed with the response that got.
You change your mind like a girl.
Party segment of the video.
Yeah, you a mess like a bitch. I would know.
Look like a really grumpy old man.
Again?
Your
Don't look at me.
What do you?
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. It's hideous.
Did you guys ever watch Moesha? The show centered on the Connors, an American working-class family struggling to get by on a limited household income in the fictional town of Lanford, Illinois,
Remember
probably
when
near
they
Evanston.
Used to make TV shows about poor people or like non-super rich people.
It was pretty funny though. They'd be like, "Okay, have a can of beans for dinner."
Well, that was before reality TV. Now that we have reality TV, we know that in real life people are all rich.
Yeah.
I'm a business student.
Reverse racism.
What a bitch!
Like, I feel like, I don't know.
I don't
Between,
know.
like, your steroid use and, you know, whatever the hell else it is that you do up there, like, your room is the most interesting room.
You know, I think that a lot myself.
I didn't get it.
Darlene.
It's
What are you
a
talking
very
about?
old song.
Never.
Oh.
You're gonna stop having a boring tuna, you're gonna stop having a boring life.
Ya vende por $19.95. Pero si llamas ahora, entre los próximos 20 minutos, te daremos el gravy para queso gratis. Solo paga el cargo por procesar.
Let's go. What's the number? I'll buy it right now. Amazon.com. Whatever it takes.
I drank too much tonight.